And ladies and gentlemen, Melina's voice is totally gone, darlings. Now these videos are a bit longer. I'm trying to do something a little different. I'm trying to make it's kind of like ASMR videos because my voice is very soothing. So I know these videos are not ASMR videos. I'm doing a lot of vlogging, but it's so relaxing to listen to my voice because it's just such a mellow voice. Obviously, as Melina, I try to have a more feminine voice, but it's not coming out that way, darlings. It's not coming out that way, guys. Alright. I am very feminine looking though, so when you watch me talk, it almost seems like I've got a very feminine voice, but I really don't. Anyway, as Marco, I'm more than happy to have a masculine voice, and I'm always gonna be Marco, so it's kind of nice to have a very nice voice as a guy, but it really doesn't help us, believe it, darlings. But I don't mind, darlings. Alright, so I'm going to do a lot of talking, a lot of vlogging. I don't usually do that, but tonight I'm in the mood for something low key, mellow, relaxing. I do like to do dancing and singing most of the time. I do like to perform as an entertainer with all kinds of videos, but I do like to do mainly, well, tonight I'm going to mainly do vlogs, alright, guys? So you'll really enjoy them. They are fun, they're really great, I love them. I find that vloggers, I have a lot of talents and different things that I do. So for me, when I vlog, I find that it adds to my channel. But I find there's a lot of people that do vlogs and they're vloggers. Let's say they just do vlogging. I find those people not to be my type of channel because I really find that I get bored of that. Even though I like Cindy Crawford a lot, like I think Cindy Crawford's the bomb. I do find that her videos are not as interesting because she talks and she does all she does is talk and and she models, which I like modeling and talking definitely, which is why I do both of those things. But I have other features on my channel that make my channel like top notch on it. So that's why I like singing and dancing and doing all the things that I do because I really do like variety. I really think variety is the spice of life, darlings. But I find, Cindy Crawford, yes, I can definitely find her easy on the eyes for sure, but I find that she's not a very interesting channel. I can't watch her channel. I don't know. I know when she models, it's fierce, it looks great, and lots of people love modeling, and that's why I model, because modeling is very popular. I find modeling is very, very popular, and you don't have to do anything but model, darlings, and you do well. But I find that Cindy Crawford's voice, and I mean, maybe when I'm trying to sleep, but I don't, I mean, ASMR videos are great, but I mean, I don't want to, I mean, I'd like to look at her while I'm watching the video, while the video's on, but I don't know, for some reason I don't watch Cindy Crawford ever, like I never watched Cindy Crawford. And I love her look, like don't get me wrong, she's like literally the prettiest girl ever, and I love looking at people that look good, for sure. My favorite channels are usually the ones that people look good and carry themselves well and have a certain look because I look that way, so I do like watching people that are gorgeous. For sure, that's the one I really enjoy. But I usually like Madonna, for instance, is someone I enjoy because I find music is more interesting than vlogging and talking. So when and I mean there was one video that Cindy Crawford did that I really liked, and I love Cindy Crawford. Like I said, don't get me wrong, I love Cindy Crawford. She's amazing, but there's one video that Cindy Crawford did, and it was a master class, and it talked about when she did her movie that was her movie that bombed. I forget what it was called. It was a good. I thought it was okay. Like I didn't think it was that bad, but she felt that she wasn't made to act. And like the video that I liked of hers was when she talked. And I do like the movie. Well, I didn't watch it very, the whole thing, but I do find she did talk about how it's a master class, and she talked about how you find out what you're good at by doing things that you may not necessarily be good at. So she did that movie, and of course she wasn't considered, like we saw the reviews, we saw how it flopped and all that. It's a cult classic probably now, but we saw how it flopped and it wasn't popular for what movies needed to get to. I'm sure it made enough sales that it did well, but yeah, it wasn't that popular, and so like I love her Pepsi commercial too. It's so awesome. That's really iconic. But yeah, so the master classes, she was just saying, and she did such a good job because she was very enthusiastic, and she was just saying, that sometimes you have to do things you're gonna fail at in order to know what you're really good at. And obviously, we know she's really good at modeling. She did a really good job in the Pepsi commercial, but it wasn't really like using acting ability. It was mainly using her beauty, and I mean, I love that commercial. It's so awesome. But even that commercial and those videos, I don't watch a lot. I don't know why. And for some reason, I do like watching attractive people for sure. Don't get me wrong. I just find that I don't watch a lot. I don't watch. I mean, I mainly watch YouTube, and I don't watch a lot of TV or movies. I just never. I mean, I'm good at storytelling a little bit. I mean, I'm pretty well. I'm not a little bit. I'm pretty good because I do make some stories on here, but they have to be short stories. I find that I lose, and it's not that I don't have attention problems or anything because I'm very bright. I'm very intelligent, but I find more certain things interesting than others not. So I find watching movies are just way too long. I can't sit through. I can sit through a movie, and if it's good, like I've seen some movies that are really good, like The Bodyguard from Whitney Houston, like Terminator 2. Some movies are really, really good, and you watch them from beginning to end, and you love them. But I find, obviously, you see how much I make 500 videos a week. I work full time, so of course I'm not gonna have time to just sit back and watch a movie. But some people live for movies and love them, and I mean, they're great for sure. I love them too. And sometimes you get really lost in the movie because it's so good, and it takes your mind off things that normally you wouldn't be wanting to be thinking about, and it takes your mind off those things. So sometimes it's really good. I do find that if you are watching a movie you're really looking forward to for a long time, you just, when you get into the theater, or when you're putting it in the DVD player or CD player or whatever, or VHS. I guess if you have a VCR, most people don't now. They have like a DVD player. But if you put it in, if you're getting ready to watch it, you're just I love Little Mermaid too. That was a good movie, but it was a cartoon, but it was a Disney movie. But yeah. So I love a lot of movies. But I just can't think of any right now. But I have watched movies in the past more often than I do now. But yeah. So sometimes you watch a movie and you're just like, super excited about it because it's so good, and you just wanna embrace it and sit down with it and enjoy. So you put it in the DVD player and you're just all excited. I think some movies are, like comedy, romantic comedies. I do love, and I do love like Mean Girls, movies like that where it's a comedy about something like that, like high school or where the girls are mean or and fitting in and all that, or like I do like movies like Clueless or I guess that was a long time ago. Or like Legally Blonde. I did like Legally Blonde. That was a good movie. I did like Police Academy. I mean, these are getting to be back a long time ago, guys. I don't really watch movies anymore. I do love them still, for sure. Like I said, sitting in, getting a movie ready that you really like and just really getting into it. I love that, but I just don't really have time. I do love, performing more than watching TV. I mean, you can see 500 videos a week, that's a lot in my schedule. It takes a lot of time. So I really enjoy that more than just like watching a movie. But I guess a recent movie that I saw would have been Captain America or something. And you just get really into the movie and you can't wait to see it, and you sit in your chair and you're looking forward to the special effects. And Spider-Man was a good movie too. Venom. I love superhero movies. Darlings, it just goes on and on, but I really don't have time right now to watch a movie because I'm making TV, darlings. I'm making it. But I do watch a lot of YouTube where I watch music videos. I love watching music videos and listening to music. I love, oh, give me 1 second, guys. Okay. I love watching, I love watching, Yeah, so I love watching music videos. I love watching Wendy Williams in talk shows and late night shows and Chelsea Handler and like little bits of movies when you see scenes and interviews and you know that kind of thing. Makeup tutorials. I love watching all those things. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Bye now. Bye everyone.